Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Mirror Podcast. Today, you'll be intrigued by the director of this film. Please introduce Jacob Edling.
Hello, thank you for introducing to me on this podcast today.
You'll be answering the CCR question 3. So first up, how did your production skills develop throughout this project?
So, throughout the production of my supernatural horror film, The Mirror, my skills really improved in filming, editing, and planning. First off, I had really basic knowledge of camera shots and editing software, but I didn't really fully understand how the technical codes created any meaning at all. So, as I researched different horror conventions and all that stuff, I went on reading in the Cambridge book along with some other knowledge from my facilitator. I learned how elements like natural lighting, dirt, and decaying plants really represented death, decay, and moral corruption. And I really use these conventions in my mise-en-scene to reinforce the supernatural themes in my film.
Nice! Can you elaborate on your cinematography and how that came to be?
Yeah, of course. So, let's see. My cinematography skills developed as I became more confident using close-ups to show fear and vulnerability and wide shots to create isolation. I also improved my understanding of camera movement using slow tracking shots to build suspense. During editing, I learned how pacing affects tension. At first, my cuts were way too fast and inconsistent with the elements of the portrait to landscape, but after that, I refined them to create a more efficient build-up before key moments, which is typical in the supernatural horror genre. And also, my sound design skills improved as the production process went along. I learned how non-diegetic sounds, such as eerie background music and additional sound effects, such as elements of screams, heartbeats, and heavy breathing, enhance the atmosphere and emotional suspense. I also became more aware of how silence can be just as powerful as sound in creating suspense.
Oh yeah, I saw that part in your film where near the end you have the elements of the heart beating.
Oh yeah, I love that part. So, overall, my production skills developed from basic technical execution to intentional, genre-aware decision-making. By the end of my project, The Mirror, I was making creative choices based off of meaning, audience expectations, and how horror conventions are so much better than just the regular stuff, rather than just what looked cool to me personally. And this growth is really clear when comparing my early planning drafts to my final product.
Wow, sounded like you were really on a journey to make this film.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this seems like this episode has come to an end. Thank you all for hearing the brains behind this amazing film, The Mirror, directed by the only Jacob Edling. If you have any questions, please contact my email. Thank you.